Hello and welcome or welcome back to this Conjurer playthrough. Self-management. Oh, my apologies. I forgot that there was an server maintenance yesterday, so that means that all plugins now need to be updated. Okay, so self-management. Speak with Vosal. Hello? Hello? I still don't know how to say that name. At the Adder's Nest, which I believe that is in the gritty. Now, I finally figured out that I need to push my MSQ a little bit further before I can get my next Conjurer quest. I just don't know how much further I need to push the MSQ to get that next Conjurer quest. Hello, my good commander. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Oh, I was not expecting that. Seer Folly. Finally. I'm going to start this one and then I'm going to go and do my Conjurer quest. Okay, we come in peace. Commander Vorsale has been awaiting the aid of the Scions. Well, if it isn't Private Christie reporting for duty, that's the zeal I like to see from an enterprising young serpent. Oh, and here are these two. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papa Limo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs. It's a curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of a primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry indeed. Do we strike at Ramu, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favour. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs? This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Okay, and Seer Folly is... Oh my gosh, yes! Okay, so this is still at the Conjurer's Guild. I'm sorry, I don't actually know when I start going to Camp Tranquil for my Conjurer quests. Isumian. Oh my gosh, I finally get my Jobstone. Damn, this is level 30. I'm level 35. Oh, I must have been really far behind in my MSQ. Isumian has a task for a skilled adventurer. I'm glad you have come. I have a task of a most urgent and confidential nature, and I can think of none other to whom I can entrust it. You are doubtless familiar with the Seed Seers, yes? Kani-sana, Elder Seed Seer, leader of the Order of the Twin Adder and guardian of our fair nation. Clearly needs no introduction. But you know also of her siblings? Oh, I didn't know they were actually her siblings. 2 young Padgels? Sister Rhea O. Senna and brother Arun Senna. I hope I said those correctly. I'm almost certain I said Rhea correctly. Make for Evershade as we speak, where they will perform a ritual of great import. Verily, such import that it would be no overstatement to say that the very fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. I'm fairly certain everything we do is the fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. As you well know, we dwell in this forest by the good grace of the elementals, eternal guardians of the 12's wood, and most of all, the great one who dwells within the guardian tree. Yet our ceaseless warring and ill treatment of the trees that shelter us have aroused the Great One's ire, and it is only by the quieting, the ritual of which I spoke, that he may be placated. Thus did the 2 Seed Seers set out for Evershade, with nary a guard to accompany them. Therein lies the rub and the nature of the favour I ask of you. By no means would I question the powers of the Seed Seers, but with the Great One's anger mounting, the 12's wood becomes a threatening domain for even the most puissant of conjurers. Pray hasten to Evershade and see that no harm befalls the 2. Oh, I'm pretty sure I remember this one. Okay. Alrighty, so this should be fun. If I remember this one correctly, I know I had a really difficult time with doing it. Curses, how can we hope to make it to the Guardian Tree with these ghastly creatures bursting forth like rampant weeds? If I'd known what we were in for, I'd have brought along a wood whaler or 2. In fact, I dare say we should return and do exactly that. Oh, do not be such a coward, sister. We are Seed Seers. These overgrown vermin are no match for us. Bold words, brother, but were they true words, we might have dispatched our enemies and arrived safely at our destination bells ago. Hi. A conjurer, are you? Brother Isumi, ever the warrior. For once, however, his solicitude is most welcome. Might ye help us dispose of these fell creatures? Have you no pride, sister? A Seed Seer does not beg the aid of some common adventurer. Fucking rude. Enough, brother. We have a duty to perform, a duty that takes precedence over your silly notions of pride. Now, enough talk. Let us see to these pests. Common. Oh, I have my... Well, I would have had mine if I wasn't silenced. My goodness, I'm silenced for a while. I do need to move that over. Oh my gosh, finally! That crystal, do my eyes deceive me, or does this adventurer inherit the legacy of a Toakant? It was none other than Aotearoa himself who last performed the quieting. No, I do not believe this adventurer's arrival is mere coincidence. Bearer of the soul crystal, inheritor of arcane knowledge long since forbidden to those not of our kind. I know not why it is you he chose, but I believe our great forefather has led you to us today. Ancient tradition dictates that the quieting be performed by 3 paduls. But I misspeak. The ritual is to be performed by 3 white mages. If Master Aotearoa truly has chosen this adventurer as his successor. You speak madness, sister. Surely you have not forgotten that Pajali tradition strictly forbids sharing the teachings with those not of our kind. The power of white magic is far too great to risk it falling into the wrong hands. And yet the tree chose me. And so you would uphold tradition merely for tradition's sake, even at the risk of incurring the Great One's wrath and bringing disaster upon our forest home? Have you so little faith in your own abilities, sister? We are seed seers, more than capable of slaying any beast in our way and carrying out the ritual on our own. This petty bickering is getting us nowhere. Adventurer, I am sorry to trouble you with our silly sibling squabbles. Really? If you've the time, I would speak with you further, but not here. Come to Camp Tranquil and come quickly. Time is of the essence. I almost have my job stone. I almost have my job stone. I almost have my job stone. Thank you for coming, adventurer. Forgive my brother's rudeness. He cannot help that he was born with a head of solid stone. Anyways, I do not believe we have been properly introduced. I am Raya Osena, a Padgel, as you can see, and sister of the elder Seedseer. You are Oscar, yes? Brother Isumi has spoken of you, and most highly at that. As you have no doubt heard, my brother Arun and I were en route to the Guardian Tree. There the Great One by whose graces we dwell here resides. The gentlest of guardians when at peace, a destructive force that knows no bounds when angered. As the Great One goes, so goes our fate. The creatures you helped us dispatch, doubtless they too were roused to hostility by the Great One in his anger. You need only look around you to see, the forest grows more and more threatening with each passing hour. So it is that we travelled here to quell the Great One's fury, to perform the quieting. In days of old, the ritual was, without fail, performed by 3 white mages. With our elder sister occupied with her many duties, my brother and I thought to attempt it on our own. Arun was quite confident, but I had my doubts. It was then that you arrived, and shortly thereafter became one of the chosen few to be gifted with the white mage's soul crystal. 'Tis no small honour. That gem marks you as an inheritor of the magic of our ancestors. My brother's pride may blind him, but the signs are clear as day to me. You are not Padjali, but Atoakant meant for you to be here today to perform the ritual with us. Atoakant, I hope I am saying that correctly, by the way, is known to all of us as one of the greatest mages in our history, but even more so, he was known for being something of an eccentric. Well, in defiance of tradition, he bid farewell to his forest home, wandering the realm and healing the wounds of the land and its people wheresoever he went. A most admirable cause, yes, but alas, Atoa was never to return. He perished in a far-off land, and having taken no apprentices, his legendary powers were lost to us for eternity. Or so I believed, until I met you. And yet, for all his stubbornness, there is some truth to my brother's words. Ancient law forbids us from sharing the teachings of white magic outside of our own kind. There are reasons for this which I would share with you when the time is right. There are many who would not approve of this arrangement. Still, I am convinced that it is Atoa's will that we bring you into the fold, and so I welcome you, Oscar of the White. I can feel the Great One's fury welling up even now. Time is short, and yet while you may have been chosen by Atoa, I fear your journey as a white mage has just begun. Return to me when you have further honed your skills, and we shall proceed with your training. I'm finally a white mage. Yes, there it is. The arcane knowledge of Atoa did not say that, but I'm finally a white mage. You have unlocked a new job. You can change to this job at any time by equipping the soul crystal received from this quest. When changing job, gear sets will allow you to register and save your equipment. You may then use them to switch between jobs instantly without the need to manually equip weapons or equipment. A button for the gears... Yes, I know that. My next job's available in 35. Woo! Oh my gosh. Yay. Oh, no, crap, I need this one. Transfer, please. Yes. And also update gear set. White mage. Yes. Oh. Oh my gosh, that chocobo is adorable. chocobo is amazing. Alright. Only you can prevent forest ire. And that is my regen, yes. Rhea Osena would teach you to commune with the elementals. Ah, looking ever more the white mage I see, and yet I fear you are as ready to perform the quieting as a chocobo chick is to carry a wood whaler clad in full plate. But take heart, for we all must begin somewhere. Today I would teach you the art of communing with the elementals. Didn't Brother Isumi teach me that? This is by any measure the very foundation of our art, the means by which we preserve harmony between the forest and our people. Not far from Sorrel Haven you shall find a tree, a mere sapling in the shadow of the guardian tree, but one that has likewise been consumed by anger and fear. I would ask you to placate this tree. The process is quite simple. Stand before the tree and raise your hands. Commune with the elementals that reside within and attune yourself to them until you've... Yes, I know. I've already done similar stuff. Be forewarned, however, an angry elemental can be as stubborn as my dear brother. Do not be surprised if you find your honest plea rebuffed and foul creatures sent to drive you from the forest. Again, I've already actually fought upset elementals. I think I know what to expect. No matter what happens, you must remain calm. Dispatch the creatures, settle your heart, and speak to the tree once more. If your heart is true, your voice will reach the elemental ere long. Remember this, under no circumstances must you allow your anger and fear to overcome you. As practitioners of white magic, the magic of succor and solace, such emotions are anathema to our very existence. Where am I heading to? I'm heading to Bent Branch. Where am I currently? Oh no, I'm not running that distance. Holy crap, am I going to be attacked by everything? Yay, okay, return to Rhea Osena. A short while ago I sensed a great anger abate. The forest is quieter, more welcoming now. It would seem you have passed your first test. The trees are the elementals are the trees. The lush verdure of the forest is inseparable from the spirits that dwell within. But you do not need to hear this from me. Doubtless you felt it for yourself when you healed that tree. Above all else, the elementals prize harmony. When you sense a threat to harmony, they summon forth all the powers at their disposal to expulse it. For so long have we lived in peace with the elementals. Why now do they turn against us? I can offer no answers, only theories. But one thing is certain. We must quell the Great One's fury and do it soon, lest Gridania bear the full brunt of the forest's wrath. To soothe the forest's wounds and restore harmony, that is our duty as mages of the White, and it is a responsibility that transcends race or nation. I sense your success in soothing the ailing tree, and am more certain of this than ever. Sadly, many cannot see past established practice and tradition, my dear brother among them. One would hope for a bit more open-mindedness given his youth, but alas, his pride as a Pajol will not permit it. For my part, I am not entirely unsympathetic to his concerns, and yet the task before us is too great. We must bring him around to see reason, but how? Forgive me, I would be alone with my thoughts for a while. Worry not, I will find a way to deal with Aaron. Yes, I have my regen. At long last, I have my regen. Ooh, and I leveled. Nice. So that's where it's meant to be. Alright, I need to go back to Gridania to speak with somebody at the pier. Because I need to take the ferry across. I can't just, teleport. Mitani? Hello. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorn Hut without much trouble. They do know that I've already been there, right? I was sent there on other errands. Emmeline. Indeed, I am Emmeline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all know. Would you know more, you'd do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about Sylphs than I'll ever know. Sylphic Studies. Rolf Hawthorn, patriarch of the beekeeping Hawthorn family, is said to be well versed in Sylphic customs. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Emmeline, how could you send me to somebody that can't remember anything? There... Isabel. The Sylphs? Yes, Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to You do best not to underestimate them on the account of their childlike looks, lest you end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Teehee. Thank you. I'm glad this figurine amuses you. Hello, Mon. The Sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our mast, the next they're sending our young centuries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Ooh. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbour no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Especially that ravine one. Could kill somebody. Blazet. The quickest way to a Quiverwoman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to voice your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. So they're more plant than flesh and blood. Oh, of course, hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honoured greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help you win the favour of our forest friends. First impressions. Rolf Hawthorne would share further knowledge to assist you in befriending the sylphs. Oh, still here? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring what was it again? And my wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove far more reliable than my own. Oh, you were all the way back there, my goodness. That's okay. Rosa, hello. A peace offering for the sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Why, thank you. Hello, little forest friends. Curious tussock, huh? Oh. And all the way back to Hawthorne Hut. I am just going to teleport. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milkroot, but of course, those sylphs quaff the cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gifted milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Oh my gosh, I was very far behind in the MSQ. This is a level 21. I may just have to completely push all of these. Rolf Hawthorne has gift wrapped your offering in preparation for your journey into the Sylph's domain. That was incorrect. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morble that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes. The sylphs are an eclectic bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. And before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Emmeline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. I will do so, friend. Emmeline! It is good to see your knowledge of sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Kamuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion and has the closest ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that melodious root the sylphs so adore. Melodorus? Melodorus. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Thank you. Alright, Little Solace is all the way over there. I will see you when I arrive. Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. Oh, yes, that's right. This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Walking One would bring gift to this one. Walking One is most kind. Oh, and the missive, I forgot about that. Walking One brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks, gives many, many thanks. Walking One carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These Walking Ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say? But the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Oscar here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Oscar's jig insufficiently jiggy? I take serious offense to that. I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Now that'll do. Okay, dance diplomacy. Ida has a notion of how one might earn the sylph's trust. Dang it, we will do a dance revolution. Say, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. And how many have you greeted? Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow. There go those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Of course. Hello, friend. Please allow me to dance for you. Ooh, walking one knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Oh, I remember you. Oh, no, sorry, that was the wrong thing. Right click is just force of habit. Walking one would be friend to these ones. This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if walking one learned the secret, walking one could not weave the same way. Really? Oh dear. Oh, no, hell no. This seems wildly inappropriate. Walking one is friend to these ones. Friendly, like gracious elder one of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to old little Solace. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Yes, hilarious. Forest friend. Papalina has a notion of how you might endear yourself to the sylphs as little Solace. As an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? Wonderful, we are just these creatures performing monkeys. That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with Hera Media of the Gridanians who reside here. She is most likely to be privy to the sylphs' troubles. If she resides here, why did I not just come here and speak with her directly? Surely she would know their customs and how to better win over, for lack of a better word, their affections. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. Ooh. Maybe a gentle heart, but definitely not a gentle mind. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defences. Consequently, beasts from farms around are free to wander in and terrorise the hapless residents. The Zizgorlins and gull gnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie brushes as... I don't know why I stumbled on that word. They play an important role in sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details. And what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deed, seek out Camuxio. Camuxio? I'm going to call him Camuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. I had won him over until Ida and Papalimo showed up. If they had not appeared when they did, I would have been best man at his wedding. Camuxio. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all night. This one's trust is not so easily gained. Enjoy your mushrooms. Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy ones. Dancing One is kind, too kind. Many walking ones come to this one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. Presence of the enemy. Camuxio of Little Solace would entrust you with a task. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like the other walking ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel came to the home of these ones. This one thinks still ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. This one's home is in danger. This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these... Well, hello. With these ones and walking ones, yes. Dancing One must speak to these ones here and walking ones in Hut House and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something, but this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Alright, Pelixia, what have you got to tell me? Strange still walking ones. Yes, this one has seen. Still walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. I'm actually going to head back to Hawthorne Hut and do those ones there and then run my way back here again and finish this one there. One again. Men clad in strange armour. Why? Now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. No, hello, Victor. Fearsome types clad in head to toe in steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Alright, and now to run my ass back to Little Solace. Shush, shush, this one says. Still walking ones are scary, like touched ones? This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. What do I mean by touched ones? This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? This one sees the still walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes and go walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, still walking ones are up to nasty no good things. This one knows forest well. Still walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark right here. This is where still ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for still ones, yes? I do believe I also need to complete my feisty little chocobo at some stage as well. Dancing one is back. This one breathed sighs of relief. This one was worried. Dancing one found something? Dancing one found paper inside the box. This is a message from Empire. This one can read Walking One's symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from a home of these ones. How do still Walking Ones know where to find them? Is there a sneaky one hiding in this one's wings, snooping ones selling secrets to still Walking Ones? This one fears for this one's home, but Dancing One has oh my goodness. This speech pattern is doing my head in. But Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friend to these ones. Yay! Brotherly love. I am very slowly getting up there in the MSQ, so I think the next few episodes may have to be pushing this to try and catch up with my current level. Kamuxio is pining for a wayward friend. Helpful one arrives at a good time. This one needs helpful one's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful one must find Claxio. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of a beastly one. How did I somehow forget my cardinal directions for a second there when the minimap has them right there? I still had to check the map. Claxio. What? Walking One wants this one to return to Little Solace? Don't make this one laugh. This one is wary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything, no better than those ones that summoned a primal one. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this is likely place to build a home. Basically in a Zizgorlan nest within view of Little Solace. Okay. But then Meddling One arrives, forces this one to go deeper into forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One. What are you going to do to stop me? What? Claxio refused to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful One must hurry. Hurry and find Claxio. Helpful One should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. Those things will lead Helpful One to Claxio. But hurry, hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. What are the touched ones? Oh, Lord, why is he all the way up there? Okay, here we are. Level 26. Oh, gosh. Meddling One is back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Kamuxio that this one will never go back. Never. Touched ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Be on guard. These sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of their primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalja tempered by Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steal. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Oh, I do not even have my cure 2 at this level. Good lord. Oh no. Okay, that was interesting. This one is safe. This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of his wits? Sorry, still in possession of wits? Comixio, and meddling one as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Comixio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace to be with Comixio and friendly ones. Well, that should see to that. What say we return to Little Solace as well? I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. And time to run all the way back there, so I will again see you when I arrive. This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful one saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones, but Helpful one is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful one is a hero to these ones. Helpful one will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful one to see Elder One, but Elder One is spirited away. Okay, I'm going to start this one and then I will probably head back to Gridania and log out at the inn room. Comixio would make a confession to you. This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes, but this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday and has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never for this long. Kind One will help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of a walking one named Buscaron. Buscaron may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Buscaron, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buscaron for this one? And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs of kind one. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow kind ones for help. And please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. Oh, wonderful. That actually works perfectly. I thought I would have to go see Buscaron first. Since he was, actually mentioned by name. Oh, gosh, so beautiful. Okay, so a lot was actually achieved in this episode. I finally got my job stone, and it turns out that it was because I'm way far behind in the MSQ. I finally got my regen, which I'm extremely happy about, even though I won't be able to use it for many of the upcoming battles because, again, I'm super far behind in the MSQ. I think this is a level 22, maybe a 23. So it's going to be a while before I start doing more of the Conjurer White Mage quests now. But I can finally say that I am at least a White Mage. I cannot believe how long that actually took. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. When we pick up next, we will be speaking with Vorsal at the Adder's Nest and continue on with the MSQ. As I said, many of the episodes from here on out will probably be just me pushing the MSQ to hopefully catch up to my White Mage quests, which are level 35, so I've got a fair... There's a bit of a discrepancy in the numbers there, but, it's fine. We will get there eventually, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.